Hi, how are you? I'm going to show you a way to reduce even count tubular peyote. This is the way I do it. If you don't have the right color of 15s, normally you can reduce the size of your peyote by using a smaller size bead. Beads are expensive, and it's not always possible to have the right color of 15 that you need to do your reducing. So I'm going to show you how to reduce using, the same size beads that you're using for your peyote stitch. I start by gluing the cab onto the stiff backing. It's a craft interfacing, very stiff. I use glue dots because they're cheap, they're strong. I don't have to wait for them to dry. They work really well. Bead all the way around the cab using 3 beads at a time. It's a method that I use for bead embroidery. There's another tutorial on that. Bead all the way around and end up with an even count of beads. This has 46, and then you start your tubular peyote, your 3rd row, by picking up a bead, skipping a bead, and putting your needle through the next bead all the way around. Picking one up, skipping one, putting your needle through the next. You step up to start your 4th row. And you bead all the way around your 4th row. Now we're going to start reducing using size 11s. I'm using a different color so you can see better how I do this. You can get really complex and do the math, and it's really not necessary though. All I do is, after stepping up, I add 3 beads, peyote style, just bead them in, skip 1, and then add 3 more. So instead of adding a bead in the 4th position, I just skip that spot, put my needle through, and add 3 more. I do that all the way around. Here's another picture showing that I skipped a position, 4th position, add 3 more, skipped 1, add 3 more, and you do that all the way around, stepping up. Next, you bead around normally. Go through your up beads as you would normally through regular peyote stitch. When you get to the part where you skipped one, add a bead in that space. You can see here in this picture that I did just that. Add a bead in the space that was skipped in the previous row. Bead all the way around and step up. Next, you're going to add another row of beads through your up beads, regular peyote stitch. This is very easy, and it saves you money because you don't have to, buy different size beads. You can use the same color you've been using all along. Add another row all the way around. And 1 more row all the way around, and your reduction in this step is complete. You can see the beads have moved in and are cinching in that cab. You can reduce again if you want to close your object in all the way. Say you're beading a stone, a nice smooth round egg-shaped stone or something, and you want to enclose the whole thing. This is the way you do it. And we're done. So that it's not hard if you just remember when you reduce, to reduce at an even level. Did you notice that? I beaded 4 rows, which is an even amount. Then I did a skip, the skip step to reduce, and beaded around. Instead of 2 rows, it actually works out to 3, so that it fills in that area from the spaces that you skipped. You might need to practice. It's not hard. It really is easy if you just remember to skip after an even amount of rows. So don't skip after 3 rows or skip after 5. Skip after 2, 4, or 6, 8, exact like that. This is useful if you're going to be beading, something like a Coke bottle, something that reduces in size, like a cabochon, a little vessel of some kind. I've seen women bead. I've seen beaders bead around wonderful vases, and they get really crazy about it. It's really beautiful, and it works well. This is also how you can bead around wooden beads to make beaded beads. An easier way is to use 15s to reduce. Start with 8s, 11s, and then move to 15s and even 20s. But if you don't have all the colors, like I said, they're expensive. This is another way of doing it, cheaper way of doing it. Okay? Bye.